All right.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 5YL After Party stream. I am here with voice actor, voice director, and story contributor to 5 Years Later, Kellen Goff. How you doing, buddy?
We're done.
We're done.
That's it. Everybody go home.
Yep.
We can finally unlock the chains on Ryan's collar.
Yeah, we can let him out. He's gonna see the sun for the first time in a year. He's gonna be like a gazelle.
Isn't that? I just want to say, how many years in the making has the motion comic itself been?
Ooh.
6?
5 or
7,
6,
6?
yeah. Like, I remember
Yeah.
because it started, we made, and I intentionally tried to make sure I wasn't gonna steamroll it into a series, which I ended up doing. But I wanted to promote Chapter 10 in a very unique way. And that's when we first started talking about, like, trying to integrate VO more into the ink tank. And I was like, what if we just, like, dubbed a couple of scenes as promo? And then we did that, and it had such a solid experience. I was like, okay, maybe we could do the motion comic. And I announced it at the start of my Breakdown series, which first uploaded January 2021. So, five and a half, maybe even 6 years or so. It's been
5 years later.
In fluctuation, yeah.
The true 6 years later.
The true 6 years later.
But yeah, guys, that is the Mainstay series.
Yep.
This dude right here. There are no more words I can use that I haven't already. You have created something incredible here. You have if there is one thing that you've contributed to the good of society, it is that you've kept Ben 10 alive, and this is your sword.
Hey man,
and
that's all I need to do.
Forged. Yeah. And no, there's more, of course.
No, fuck it. Yeah, own it. That's it. That's the best thing I've ever done. I love it.
No, shut up.
No,
I take my compliment. Wow.
I get what you're saying. I'm sorry. I can't resist
No.
being a little snarky brat. But no, I appreciate it. I get what
you deserve it. You've worked so fucking hard, dude.
Thank you.
This dude, especially this week, like, not that the months and months leading up to this hasn't been full of it, but like, god damn, you've been staying up late. You hate staying up late.
Yeah.
You've been working on it so hard. I think everybody just needs to, everybody in the comments, whatever clap emoji you can do, it should be for this dude right here.
I'm too flustered now. Thank you.
You knew this was going to happen. Yeah, do you have any thoughts? This will be your first words. You don't have to say anything profound about it now, but do you have any small, like, what's forming? What are you feeling right now?
Essentially, I feel like I just want to reflect on what we were just talking about before we went live, is the fact that, like, this has been such a big part of my life. Like, I started it when I was like 20, 21 years old. My entire 20s, the past like 10 years or so, has been making sure 5YL happens. And no matter what I do in life or where I go or what I was working on, there'd always be like this little like voice echoing in the back of my head, like, but you got to make sure you have enough time for 5YL though. That's got to come out. That's got to finish. And now now it's like, it's weird. It's like the voice is still there. Like, I still feel like I have to accommodate time for it, but it's like, no, the finale literally just aired. It's done. And like we keep trying to express, like, there's still And Beyond. We have a lot of supplementary content to continue the universe, but like the fact that the main story, the whole reason why I started this universe, is now concluded today, is I can tell it's going to be a slow detach. I think it's too soon for it to really sink in quite much. It's hitting a little bit though. Like, I felt it when I saw the premiere counting down. But it's going to be like a very slow Band-Aid peel where I'll be like, okay, I'm done. Yeah.
I just want to I just want to do this disclaimer here now, by the way. We're going to talk about the episode, the finale that just came out this morning. If you haven't watched it yet and you don't want to get spoiled, I would click away right now.
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
we are about to talk about major spoilers here.
Yeah,
So
everything is on the table in this stream. If you click this and you don't know what's up, there's a link down below to the final episode. But spoiler threshold being passed, now we can talk about everything. There's a couple of things I know you want to bring up, and I have some I'd like to address as well. If y'all caught our live stream last night, we had a very wonderful time with all of the super chats we've had. And we will be answering and acknowledging all the super chats we have with this stream as well. But we want to make sure that we're able to also say our piece and our thoughts first. So we're going to dive into a little bit of predetermined topics for the next 10-15 minutes or so, and then we will be attentive to the chat.
Hey, remember when we said, yeah, this will probably be a chiller stream because we just announced it now? No, nobody's going to come. I think we have more viewers than yesterday.
Yeah, they're piling in. Welcome, everybody.
Oops. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Ryan's at work, but
Yep.
he gives his love. I don't know where Hershey and Avery are. They're probably out, I don't know.
They went to Danny and Sam's
Securing
wedding.
our-
We weren't invited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're networking. They're securing us our 6 movie 5YL deal.
You know, Ryan said the funniest thing to me. I don't remember if it was in VC or the chat, but we were talking about, because he helped illustrate a large portion of the end credit scene at the wedding. Right. And we were looking over the scene with Ben tasking Lula to handle the Weatherheads. And he was just like, does this mean that the Orion Squad wasn't invited to his wedding? And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. I didn't even think of it like that. And he was like, damn, he fought alongside them and they couldn't even go.
Maybe they were, but then Ben was like, I get it. This is a big mission for you. Go on. It's okay. Like, he gave him the okay to do it.
Yeah. Plus, you can't leave the whole base unguarded. There's got to be some people in place as well. But
right.
The way he said that, like, it really amused me. I was like, oh shit, yeah, I guess they can't go.
There's going to be stuff that we realize like years from now. Like,
Phil
wait a
was
minute.
there.
Why didn't we think of that?
Phil Gax got to go.
So, yeah, I guess I should start out with the voice acting stuff, huh?
Yeah. I know you really wanted to touch on the cameos, right?
Right. I mean, first and foremost, the great Yuri Lowenthal comes back. We couldn't just have him for one character.
No.
That was not enough. No. We had to... We floated the idea. I forget which one of us floated the idea of him being rejuvenated Ben. But yeah, we made sure it was okay with PAX, and we just figured, once the Omnitrix rebuilt him, maybe it rebuilt his vocal cords a different way too, a classic way, if you will.
I have a small anecdote on that because I remember that conversation. Yeah. I don't remember if it was you or me who brought it up. I remember discussing, because we asked him to be Alien X, and then as we were solidifying the script, one of us was like, wouldn't it be cool if he was also rejuvenated Ben? And I was worried about, like, playing, getting him for too much and asking too much out of him. And I was like, all right, what if we gave him the choice? Like, he could be Alien X or rejuvenated Ben, and it's up to him what he wants to be. And then he responded, I'll be both and a new alien. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I emailed him. He's like, yeah, I'll do whatever. Shoot. Yeah. We talked to him first at MomoCon. Mm-hmm. I talked to him first at another con, but then we all talked to him at MomoCon. And then we clarified, hey, what do you want to do here? So yeah, he was super emotional about getting to be Ben again, and he said some very profound words that I can't even. He was so awesome, and as a way of honoring him and saying thanks a little bit, we did offer him, like, hey, there is this slot at the end when he's rejuvenating. There are 3 aliens that Ben turns into, did you ever have in your whole time working on Ben 10 an idea of a custom alien that you'd want? And he's like, no, but my son might. So Sagan, his very young son, I forget how old he is, but I don't know if he's even double digits yet. But we all got in a call together, and we all Sagan took the reins mostly, but it was us three, you, me, and Ryan, and we sort of just like tried to translate Sagan's thoughts into something cohesive, and I think he was very happy. He was very, very happy with how Branch Out came out. Which, by the way, Branch Out is also it's also a double entendre. Branch Out because he's a tree, but also Branch Out because this marks the ink tank branching out to new things.
Yeah.
He is the alien of change. But yeah, we'll have video coming out later on. We did film the whole thing too of our Zoom call with Yuri and Sagan.
Yep.
So that will be out sometime in the near or far future, whenever. But yeah, the Branch Out is voiced by Yuri as well. So Branch Out is very much a father and son creation.
Yes.
Type of alien. So we're honored to have Branch Out in there.
And as another additional anecdote, he is one of the many spoiler cards from our inked box trading card set.
He is.
That I wanted to make sure, because Branch Out has a trading card, so if you ordered our boxes, there's a chance you could get him as a card. So that was one of the things where I was like, oh no, if these cards ship out before the episode, they're gonna be like, who the fuck is Branch Out? And I'll be like, oh,
I know.
No. Oh no. Rejuvenated Ben is a card
episode.
too. Yeah, Clone Vlad's white form. There's a lot of really fun ones in there based on this episode.
Yeah. So there's Branch Out. I suppose we should say the elephant in the room too. Richard Horvitz, the original voice of Gray Matter, is back as Gray Matter in 5YL. And has he voiced Gray Matter since the original series, or is this the first time he's been back?
We could count Destroy All Aliens, but even then, that was 2012, and you have to imagine he recorded that like in 2011, so that's still like a solid 15 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so glad that Richard was able to do it. Richard is a good con friend. We have been on many flights together, and we have braved delays in airports and stuff. And if you've ever been in an airport delay that goes overnight, that's the kind of stuff that makes brotherhoods. That strengthens bonds like nothing else. Forged through pain. But yeah, we go to a lot of cons together, and we were floating around, okay, who else can we have in here to make it special? And I'm like, what if we got Richard for Gray Matter? So I talked to him, and he was like, yeah, for sure, just send me the lines. So we came up with stuff, but you know, Richard's got a packed schedule. He directs for Spindle Horse stuff. He's at so many conventions and stuff. So, and then while we were waiting, he got like sick with the flu or COVID or something. So we were like, oh no, is this going to come in time? But he came through. He pulled through, and it all sounded great. And we're very grateful to have Richard on as well. That just something else to round out our reprisals, our reprisal cameos.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we in the crowd scene, they are there for a split second, but we have been looking for a place to put Montse Hernandez for a good while, because she's like my little sister. I've known her for forever. So I'm like, where do we put
Reboot Gwen, by the way.
Yeah, she voices Reboot Gwen. And we ended up, it's like, you want to be in this crowd scene? She's like, sure. I'm like, you want to voice some Gen Z kids, say 6, 7 and Unk and stuff? She's like, yes, I know way too much about how to do that. She works with kids a lot. So she was incredible at that. So we're very grateful to have Monse in, and also Nathan Keys, who played the live action Alien Swarm Kevin. The Alien Swarm movie. He was kind enough to submit a bunch for cameos in the crowd there. He came up with like 3 different voice types. He went crazy with it. I think he recorded the most out of everyone we asked for. But yeah, super cool dude, and super grateful to have him in as well. He is a cool lad, and it's cool to have it's cool to have representation from Race Against Time and Alien Swarm era live action in our piece as well. Feels like a real. It feels like the end of Reboot when all of the different alien forms from different generations came together. You know, it's like one from everyone.
To play into that a little bit, I feel like this might help with this specific topic. Someone asked how many actors from the franchise are in it. I think that's a wonderful thing to go down real quick. We had Paul Lighting play Grandpa Max. Yep, and Buck Wild. Yep. We had David Sovolov, who's a Reboot upgrade. He played Clockwork and Way Big. Yuri Lowenthal was Alien X, Rejuvenated Ben, and Branch Out. We had Richard Horvitz as Gray Matter. We had Monse as a bunch of Gen Z kids and also a caricature of herself. And Nathan Keys play himself too. Graham Phillips was an alternate Ben. And David Kaufman as a news reporter based on himself. So 8?
Let's talk about David. David was super chill as well. Luckily, I'm with talent appearances agency, like convention agency called Celebworks, and Richard is a Celebworks client, and David Kaufman is also one. So I asked my agent Mary, hey, can you connect us if he's willing and down to do this? And David was super down. So you, like, throughout the production of it, you in particular were vocal about we have to have somebody from Danny Phantom too. We have to honor both IPs, and I completely agreed. I was just like racking my brain for who we could bring in, because I know Colleen O'Shaughnessy, but she played jazz. It's like, yeah, we could bring her in, but having David Kaufman seemed like a sharper nod to Danny himself. So having him as a news anchor was an inspired idea. That was Rob's idea. And you also designed him based on David Kaufman's likeness and everything.
Yeah, it was basically just him with a different name, like, in there, and amped up a little bit. You know, I'm sure he's not as cartoony.
But I've never hung out with him, so who's to say? But super cool dude, and he was super animated throughout all of the news segment recording. So much so that you were like, man, I gotta bump up the production value a little bit on this animation here to match his energy. Yeah. he was like all over the place, and we were having so much fun with it. Let's see. And we finally get a voice for Disc Jockey. Jaleesa Lopez was kind enough, the voice of our Gwen, was kind enough to come in and do that. And a cool thing, I'll get more into this later, but we were like, how do we make Disc Jockey special? How do we apply his powers to what he can do? Because he's a living translator. He can speak any language. That's why the Omnitrix defaults into him when Ben is rejuvenating, so that he can speak to whoever he is, wherever he is, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I was toying around with it, and then I realized, wait, Jaleesa speaks fluent Spanish as well. What if she spoke the lines, and then she spoke the lines again in Spanish, and I just sort of made the Spanish lines glitch in there, at the end, so you can hear it at the ends of them, but like when he's like that's gonna hurt tomorrow or something, you can hear like hasta mañana in like digitized, like artifacted hasta mañana, something in the back there. I thought that was a lot of fun, and I teared up when I heard it, because I kept saying every stream, disc jockeys is the voice I worked the hardest on.
Mm-hmm.
I was not allowed to say who until now. It's disc jockey. Disc jockey is the hardest thing I did for this series, because there were so many filters to go through. I used this thing again. I only used it for Echo before. Bunch of vocoders, VSTs, just experimenting, trying to figure out how to do it. But I very much like where we ended up with disc jockey.
Yeah, that was one we were sitting on for quite a bit. That I'm glad is out there. So many different things, honestly. And one last thing, a VO thing I want to make sure we address, is of course the Mr. Smoothie crowd scene. We had dozens of voices come through. And it was killing me how every line we got was pretty solid. Like, I wanted that line to stand out, and I couldn't use every single line. So we're gonna put together a compilation on the Rust Bucket, our second channel, of each and every single line in isolation, so you can hear all the different takes. And everybody we got involved. We had so many people in that crowd with so many fun lines, Easter eggs. A lot of them even like voiced specific people in the crowd.
I was going to say, we cast. I cast Lucy. Our Lucy is Brittany Lada. She did the laugh snort perfectly, and then we got. I just did Humongousaur. The Hugh Mungosaur, the Woody, whatever his name is, ripoff, and I got Ryan to voice the father of the Max Adamar that becomes Kenny's friend in the future. He's there in that crowd scene, the dad of that Max Adamar. Yeah, the Billy looking one.
The Max Dadamar.
Yeah, the Max Datum.
Yeah. So we want to make sure all of those get heard in some way, shape, or form. But like, I remember editing that and just fucking dying. Like, oh man, it was so hard to like pick and choose like which ones are at different levels. I wanted everything to be heard, but they'll be heard in some way. And we're very thankful for everybody that was able to be a part of it.
I came up with a funny. In it, I don't know if you want to say yet the Smoothie Workers line.
Do
you want to leave that for later?
Yeah, we'll put that in the video. Give something people to look forward to.
Okay, yeah, we'll give you something that Rob voices Julius, the Smoothie Worker.
There's a little funny story behind that too.
But yeah, we can say a few of who was in there. We got Danny Mata in there. Very, very psyched we got him. We got Dan Boy Wonder, Gray Matter Fanboy, you're wearing the t-shirt of right now.
Oh yeah.
We got the
big fan, buddy.
we got the two. Do you want me to list everybody now, or do you want me to wait? Sorry.
Let's wait for the video, because I want folks to have something to look forward to. But they are all in the credits as well. So they're there.
We got. I just want to say, we got Hayes, the dev who made Galvin, that free roam Ben 10 thing. We got him to have a cameo since we cameoed in his stuff.
And he did really good too.
It's only fair. Yeah, he was funny.
Wow.
I knew he'd be funny because he's a meme lord. But was that it? Was there anything else? we wanted to talk about?
It's tricky because there are some things I do want to talk about. I'm just not sure if they're already asked in a question. But ultimately, I do want to mention that, like, it's genuinely surreal how far this project has come. Like, just typical, like, oh, we're done schlop. I gotta get that out of the way because it's boiling in my heart. But, like, yeah, like, I really did just start this as a Facebook comic. And now it's, like, it's got such a scale with, like, I would say even, like, up to 100 people involved. And it's over. And it's out. And I'm actually very surprised at the responses. I expected it to be so much more controversial than it ended up being. But I think that folks trust what the series is enough to see what we were going for, and there was enough to really support the story. So I'm very thankful for that people were able to connect to it. And if not, I'm open to constructive feedback, and we'll take that to heart in our next project. We want to keep making sure we're doing something that you want to dedicate your time to, get your investment in. So I would appreciate any and all feedback on this. What you liked, what you didn't like, please comment on the episode, shoot me an email, ping me, however you feel like it. Just let me know what you think. I've been working on this for 9 years. I want all the feedback in the world from every spectrum.
Yeah. Yeah. Straight up.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it is going to be positive, dude. It's something special you made here.
Thank you.
I think another elephant in the room question we should get out of the way is what's next? What's next after this? And immediately next after this is the And Beyond movie.
Yeah.
Which we've been working on equally as hard. I shouldn't even say we, like Ryan and you are just like,
I mean, you still coordinated just as much of the VA for that as 5YL2, and like that's a whole freaking movie.
I just want to say though,
yeah,
Ryan has been up so many like all-nighters making these intricate it's so detailed, this art, guys. I'm so excited for you to see it.
It's gonna be it's gonna be one hell of a project to animate.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it. It's literally like, I feel like at least in a production sense, it's gonna blow 5YL out of the water. But just on the sole fact that it is like animation, mouth flaps, like moving, like even like some 2D animated scenes. What's up?
That's what we were going to talk about. Devils in the Canyon.
Oh yes. Oh my god, the ending song. Oh,
yeah.
Can I tell a little bit of the story?
Please. Okay. I've been yapping.
So I love that song first and foremost. I've been a fan of The Strike for a couple of years. They showed up in my Spotify one time. I think that was actually the song that got me into them. Now I know like 20 of their songs. And when just because of how ingrained 5YL is in my life, like of course I'll like listen to songs here and there, and I'll be like, this song sounds like a good arc for Vlad. This song sounds like the story of Ben when he was 20 or something. And
you're very James Gunn in that way.
Yeah. I'm very musically. If I had the budget, I'm sorry, I would be pulling James Gunn's left and right. We would be stacking it with needle drops. Maybe it's best that I don't, but
So somebody give this guy money. Let him cook. See what happens.
So when I heard that song, it just really spoke to me as like, this is what 5YL is about. It's about like the rushing freedom of like, escaping off and forging your own fast. It is a bit of a romantic song, but the appeal of it is just like, let's just freaking be like a bat out of hell and see what the future holds and go nuts.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's ultimately what 5YL was. And I was just like, I would love if we could end 5YL on this song. So I got in contact with their record company, Sync, and we talked a little bit. We formed a contract. We formed a negotiation budget. So we do legally have the rights for it. Thankfully.
Yeah,
that was
we have all the stems of the audio and everything.
Yeah.
That's how you were able to make the lead singer's voice trail off before the anime.
Yes, I specifically asked for the stems because of the mid-credit scene, which I do want to talk about that right after this. Then we can get to the super chats, I promise.
But I want to talk more about
when you listen to the song right after the bridge, the Make It Out Alive, and then the Oh Honey, Let's Ride, there's a drum fill in it, and it would have made the transition impossible. So I was like, can I have the stems just for this? And that's what led to the contract. So yeah, we have a contract, we have a license for that song. And then I put together the script of episode 14 officially maybe like a year and a half ago. And I just put it in at the end. I was just like, Danny and Sam run into the portal. Devils in the Canyon by the Strike plays, in parentheses, yes, we have the rights to use this. And then I get this ping from Kellen of this insane reaction. Tell him how you reacted.
So I mean, I have also adored this song for forever. At the time, it was one of my absolute favorite songs, and you posted it, and I was like, someone else knows about this song. Wait, Rob knows about this. Wait, did I talk to you about this? And you're like, no, I've just known them for forever. I'm like, what the fuck? Dude, this has been my favorite song for like months and months now. How have we never talked about this? It was the biggest coincidence in the galaxy that we both adored this song and we just didn't talk about it at all because it never came up until that point. But that's the reason why we're dancing to it at your party in the backyard. Yeah.
We had no clue each other knew this song and loved this song. It was an amazing coincidence. I was like, they're not gonna know it. I hope they like it. And you're like, I fucking love this song. And then like we kept like trying to like talk about other things. You're like, no, hold on, I'm not over it. I can't believe you really know this song.
Wait. And I'm just like, I've had it on my playlist I would go and say that's my favorite song right now. It was 1985 by Bowling for Soup, and they blew it out of the water with this. There's a new song I just showed you that's kind of the same vibe. That's like, ooh, it's crawling up the list a little bit. What's it called? We should check
I'll throw that up. I'll pull it up. Well, I can't play it, but I can look up the name. It's called Whether I Win or Lose by Salts, Saults.
It's the same kind of like 80s feel good with a big old sax thing. It's awesome.
Like you're stepping a little too fast on the gas at night. That kind of feel.
But yeah, Devils is a really cool song too because it portrays the outcasts. It portrays the ones who are willing to break away from the tribe and try something. Like you were saying, try something. But it also gets into how they're shunned for it. They are the devils in the canyon. The perspective is from their point of view, but they are devils to whoever they left. But it's like, you know what? Fuck them. It's just you and me. Let's make something awesome. And
so I think that plays into all their arcs too.
I do like the undertones of rebellion in that song as well. It kind of funnels a little bit into Danny's thing, how he's just like rebelling against his evil nature to be good.
I think all of them
there's
have
a lot of parallels to draw.
Yeah, have a semblance of just truly being to themselves. Like Danny's whole point is like trying to relinquish like everything he held on to because he thought like this is who he should be. You know, Vlad ruined his life. He should hold a resentment. He was only a superhero because he had to be. And just letting go of all of that and being like, you know what? Turning invisible and flying in the air is fucking awesome. I love this. I'm gonna love this wholeheartedly. And I'm gonna stop being pissed off at Vlad because that just makes me upset. And it's being free. Everybody wants to be free. Ben wants the whole world to be free. Divinity wants to be free to like, you know, execute his plans without judgment or hostileness, and Vlad just wants to be free from all of the baggage that he's had and all the torment he's had in his own life, and it's all about being free, and I think that's what Five Whale is truly about.
Freedom through rebellion, freedom through many things. Freedom through self-discovery, and Devils in the Canyon definitely portrays that pretty well.
Absolutely.
All right, I think that's all we really wanted to get out of the way.
I want to talk about the Animo scene, and then we'll do the super chats.
Animo scene, right.
Yeah, that's just a quick thing, which I want to address first and foremost, is I will admit this right now, that is the only genuine retcon I ever did for Five Whales writing. I truly wanted to kill Animo off and say, fuck this dude, but I just... I just pictured the post-credit scene, and it just made so much sense. I was like, I can't not do this. And then, yeah, we got the stems for the song specifically to make that post-credit scene. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going back on it. And I've been very stubborn about stuff like that with 5YL too. Like I said, I wrote the whole story 9 years ago. And, you know, despite me growing and changing as a writer, I was always like, no. But it was always about Danny letting go of Vlad. It was always about Ben dying and giving and passing the torch and making sure the world can survive without him and proving that he doesn't have to be the god in order for things to happen in the natural way. It was always about that. And I can never change things. Animo, though, I was like, all right, let's bring him back to life. And that was the last thing we ever recorded, and the last thing I ever animated for 5YL was the Animo scene. It was literally done at like 4 in the morning, a day before the episode came out.
Because we recorded it like what, 5 days ago?
Yep. In 2 takes too. Like you just fucking nailed it. I was like, you know what? That's good. I think we have it, and it was perfect.
Listen, you listened to Dwight Schultz doing his thing your whole life.
Yeah.
You know where he would take it.
Yeah.
But thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a open thread, and who knows what we'll do with it in the future. Mm-hmm. But I'm very grateful to be the last thing you hear, pretty much, and the last person you hear in 5YL. Yep. That is an honor. Thank you.
Dr. Animo cursing Ben's name. How else could we end the series? All right.
A wedding? No. We need one more curse.
We need one more thing. All right. Yeah. I'm going to start going through the super chats right now.
Yeah.
Do you want to go back and forth like we did last night?
Sure.
All right.
I just need to get into the...
Okay. I'll start running through them until you're ready. Devin Ben Lucas, a member for 18 months. Thank you for your support. Says, thanks for 5YL movie, guys. Love the whole series. Can't wait for the movie and beyond. An amazing art. Say hi to Yuri from Devlin. Yeah, movie's coming out soon.
I haven't texted Yuri about it yet. Yuri has been vacationing abroad, so I've been careful not to bug him too much, but I'll shoot him a text later like, it's out. Let us know Sagan likes it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to see Branch out in action.
Yeah.
Jay Rodimus donates $2. Thank you, and says, most important question: does Vlad in Eon is gay? Yeah, in a way. I've spoken a little bit about this before. I've always written Divinity and Eon with like this undertone that he has some sort of like romantic infatuation with Vlad. It's just not what the story is about, so I don't like highlight it, where it feels like there needs to be like some type of completed arc around it. But he does have like this like more attachment to him than he would just like, he's not just like someone he's working with. He kind of like really fucks with Vlad, and he's genuinely like upset that like Vlad won't come to him. I think he's just very lonely after 4,000 years, and he can relate to a lot to Vlad, and it's got him developing like a crush on him. Yeah. But
yeah, our toxic our toxic old man Yowie.
Yeah.
That's
pretty much
exactly what it is.
Yeah. So yeah, it is canon. It's just, you know, not highlighted.
Happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride. TARDIS fan became a member. Thank you. And Rigobert donated 99 cents without a message, but thank you for your donation. And we got Marvelite with a $10 donation. Thank you. Yo, you are
Marvelite's back.
Yeah. Howdy, neighbor.
Yes.
You all fully recaptured my childhood in another lightning in a bottle, and now, if I may add one thing, the one thing can be, can you make a physical release for 5YL? There's a lot of distributing rights and thresholds we would have to cross through, but yeah. I'm more than happy for people to just download it and print it themselves. I'm totally okay with that. Y'all can do whatever you want with any of the available artwork online. But as for like professionally manufacturing and selling like physical copies of 5YL, I think that pushes our flexibility with the series a bit too far, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, I'm on. Which one did you end with?
I just did Marvelite, so now we're on Anthony.
Vidala?
Yes.
Okay. Putting this here. Oh, Anthony Vidala donates $5. Thank you. Says, putting this here now, about to start my shift. Biggest question is, were there ever any plans to use Dark Danny in any way?
Not the individual, but I did make a lot of nods to him towards the later parts of Danny's awakening. Like, he uses a lot of similar powers as him, like the green smoke puff. He uses the red nostril ghost sense at one point. And he does, like, he's got the flaming hair. So it's more of like a way to show, like, Dark Danny's potential persists through all the timelines. Dark Danny specifically is a fusion between Danny and Vlad, so it's not like Danny grows up to be Dark Danny, but those traits and those hazards of amplifying your ecto energy still exist. But the character, no. I think he's too big of a deal to just bring in with everything going on.
I don't know if we're seeing the same thing. I'm on your super chats and stickers activity. Is that right?
The viewer activity in the live studio?
Earn on YouTube supers and gifts?
No, if you go to the studio and you go in the upper right corner and go to the live streaming.
Studio. Yeah. Oh, upper right corner live on dashboard.
Yeah, go live. Yep. And then you should see the stream that's titled So You Probably Have Questions, and if you click on that, and you should be brought to a very similar menu as yesterday. Are you seeing that?
Viewer activity?
Yes, on viewer activity. That's what I'm looking at.
Okay, got it.
Cool.
All right, thank you.
No,
Why do they
probably not.
have two? That's so confusing.
No clue.
Okay, so what's the next one?
We just did the one by Fully Captured Childhood. Oh, it looks like there was one by Kenem.
Kenem, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Did I skip that one? Okay.
Maybe.
Let's do Kenem's anyways.
Okay. Kenem donates 31 Australian bucks. Thank you. It says, it was wild seeing this story come to a close after so long. It was truly an amazing experience to read and watch this series throughout the years. Thank you, Ink Tank, and I'm excited to see whatever you guys work on next. KIF. Aw. Thanks, dude.
Happy birthday to Kenem.
Oh, happy birthday! Oh, how'd you know that?
It's always Kenem's birthday.
Oh. I thought it was actually his birthday.
No, it's a recurring joke. I used to fall for it too many times before I realized there's no way this man has this many birthdays in 1 year. So now it's just always happy birthday, Kenem.
So now it's Big DD 41.
Yep.
Okay, cool. You want to do that?
Sure. You guys need a statue made in your honor. Oh, that's sweet.
Thank you.
Maybe one we could take to Burning Man or something. That'd be pretty neat.
That was nice of you, by the way, to draw that was really cool of you to draw the statue at the end of Derek and
oh yes,
and Dwayne.
I've been planning the Dwayne one since the start. And unfortunately in 2021 when Derek passed, I knew I had to add him too, because they were both like the biggest inspirations of the series. Like I couldn't not, honestly. It felt like it was basically a requirement because of how strong they were to the fans. So I'm very happy to give them a little piece of 5YL in their direction.
Heck
yeah.
Dark Deception X Dead by Daylight donates $2. Thank you. And says, will there be a 5YL Vilgax design? Maybe someday.
Yeah. Maybe someday.
Pulls the
Maybe
conch.
yeah.
Someday.
Maybe
Yeah.
someday. Yeah.
Squilliam will come first. 5YL Squilliam.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, I can't wait.
Go for it.
We got Robo Ghost, who donated $4.99. Thank you. Says, I'd love to hear more about this copy of Vlad. More so his power-up, and if his black and white form was based off his experiences with Danny. So there's a couple of, there's in-universe reasons for Clone Vlad's design. Of course, he's powered up. He's become part of the Nexus, and I felt like having him be purely black and white gave off this very ethereal tone to him. Like, he's transcended past, like, even the experience of color. And, meta reasons, just giving him a quick identifiable look on screen. You get a flash of black and green, that's Danny. Flash of purple and gray, that's Vlad. And then black and white, that's Clone Vlad. And also it makes the color palette very easy to replicate. It's just, I wanted to show he got 2 power, because I honestly love the original Awakening Vlad, the one that showed up in episode 9, but I feel like the power-ups always needed some type of visual representation to show they're stronger. We're not just saying they're stronger. So every time he got powerful, we had to change his design, but I tried to do it in the smallest ways possible to, like, make it enough. But, like, I didn't want to stray from the original. I freaking love the original Awakened Vlad, so clone Black and White Vlad is probably as far away as we can get from it for me to still feel like it's honoring the design any further. And it's like, okay, this is too different.
It differentiated it enough,
yeah, it was enough.
We could all tell what was happening there.
He got a new spike on his arm every time, you know.
As he ages, he gets new spikes.
Yeah.
Ultra Phantom donated $5. Says, love the finale, Kuro. Been following forever. Kellen, can't wait to see you in October. Would it be cool to give you a physical Volume 1 copy as well as the Ghost? My goodness, yes.
Whoa.
I don't think I have one.
That'd be really cool.
I'm such a fake fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Thank you. I can't wait to see you. That would rock. What about you?
I've had 2 physical copies, and I gave them both away. To Hershey and Ryan, actually. One I made when I was still working at that school. Yeah. I mean, it's all things. You know, yeah. I feel like...
Can't take it with you.
Yeah. People are more happier with things than I can be, so I'm happy to give anything. I'll quite literally give you the shirt off my back if it'll make you happy. And then you gotta look at me.
That's okay. Gray Matter fan needs his loyal fan base.
That's true.
What's the next one?
Let's see. We got the Legend X donating $4.99. Seeing as we no longer have to worry about Eon, can Ben now have a Cronian transformation without being hijacked? It's still kind of a risk because of time travel. Like, sure, divinity is restrained now, but in like 8,000 years from now, if something happens and he's able to escape free, but he can travel through time, then if Ben turned into a Cronian now, then the divinity from 8,000 years in the future can just come back in time and possess Ben then. So it's always a fear. Or even then, the divinity before he got captured, like the divinity in Chapter 1, or Chapter 2, I guess. He wasn't in Chapter 1. He can travel further into the future and take that Cronian. So it's always a risk because of time travel. So I'm going to have to say no.
Yeah. Sorry. TARDIS Fan Man donated 5 buckaroonies. Thank you. And says, was the Omnitrix looking like the prototype after the rejuvenation intentional?
Yeah.
Remember that call? We had a call between all 3 of us, and we all came up with like wildly different. Are you going to post that concept art?
Yeah. I'm definitely. I'm going to post everything. Honestly.
Yeah. Wildly different variations of what this Omnitrix could have been, but eventually, it was settled on this design because it looks cool and it's simple to keep drawing.
Yeah, that's always in the back of the mind. It's like, how many times am I gonna draw this freaking thing?
Yeah,
I wanted it to look sleek. I think that was important, where it looks like completed. But we came up with a lot of really cool designs.
But did it look like the
prototype
original...
in a sense that it was like more rectangular? I always liked that about it. Like the Alien Force Omnitrix or the Omniverse Omnitrix are a lot more like centered and watch based. I like it a little bit up the arm. So yeah, the prototype having that plus the 4 dots around the rim, that's very prototype inspired. And you don't get to see it in the comic because I wanted the last alien used to be Branch Out. But from this point forward, when Ben turns into an alien, the Omnitrix dial will be black with the Perkins shine texture on it. Because I've seen Tom Perkins, if you look at any of the art he's done recently, he always draws the Omnitrix like that, and I loved it. So all of his aliens will have that badge. But for the sake of, wiki continuity and everything, they're still going to have the silver one.
I was going to say, are you going to go back through everything and recolor?
Yeah, just the badge?
No.
Honestly, just the badge wouldn't be that bad. Give me like a day and a half and some Adderall.
No. I like the silver.
Updated 400.
Let's at least keep the silver for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they super interesting stuff that led to that. It also, I think one of us said it homages to rejuvenated Ben starting to make his way into becoming Ben 10K.
Right.
It plays into the design of his Omnitrix a little bit that way.
Absolutely. In fact, one thing I just remembered, a big inspiration behind it, is because it was actually slightly inspired by all the AUs really taking off, like the Carnatrix, the Chakatrix, Absolute Ben 10, in a way that they all had their own definitive Omnitrix. Like, they all designed their Omnitrix from scratch. The 5-way L Omnitrix was basically just our art style's version of the Omniverse Omnitrix. We never got to make like our own Omnitrix. There was the uniform one mode, but like by the nature of uniform mode, it's a temporary skin that's not like what it looks like all the time. So it was also an opportunity to be like, okay, now we get to design a watch from scratch after all this time. So that was really, really gratifying to have that opportunity.
Hell yeah. Did I read that one?
TARDIS fan man.
Yeah,
I think so.
You're on Red Blue.
All right. Red Blue Berg donates $5. Thank you.
Pounds, baby.
Pounds. Right. Currencies. I wish there was like a little converter or something. Like, why is that not a thing? Just like a built-in
That'd
converter.
be cool.
Yeah. Just
hey,
tell me.
YouTube, free idea.
Yeah. Ever considered a concept where Ben overloads his Omnitrix via shifting too much too fast, but uses feedback to send all of the energy at an opponent? I've never thought about that myself, but I mean, I don't see why that wouldn't be possible. Feedback hasn't shown a type of energy he hasn't been able to absorb. He's absorbed the frickin' Annihilarg's energy, so if his watch was freaking out, if he tried to suck it out, maybe it could work. That could be interesting. Cool idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neat.
Hey, neat.
Yeah.
Neat.
Hey.
Wait, hold on. Neat.
Hey. That's good.
Shit.
That's
Sorry.
good.
When there's a chance to do prop comedy, you take it.
Absolutely.
Okay, Cringe Lord 2875 donated $10 whole. Thank you. Love the finale. Genuinely like how Cooper stayed gone as a consequence of the event. I do have a question. Oh wait, it's cutting it off for me. Sorry. I do have a question. If there was ever a 5YL sequel, would you include other heroes like Rex or Max Steel? Oh, we should also talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Rex has always been low-key a part of 5YL in spirit. The Nanites became a big thing with Technus, and he does have a couple cameos.
Yeah.
Max Steel did show up in the last episode.
Yeah. I remember we were in call just working, and you were like, okay, guys, who do you want to show up in here? Just say whoever. And I'm like, hey, who did we float before? I said Robot Boy. I really wanted Robot Boy in there because I adore Robot Boy's design. So he's off at the side there, specifically the small one. Thank you.
Yeah, I like that one more. I remember the core of the idea was who's people everybody wanted to be in 5YL that never got in there. And I remember we were talking about like I remember there's a character, Randy Cunningham, 9th grade ninja. I'm gonna be completely transparent. I don't know who that is, but I almost considered putting him in there because I've been seeing that name pop up a lot. So I was like, maybe that one. I don't know. It was trying to just like, you know, the show's over. Let's just have fun with it. Who could we put in here that's pretty funny? Max Steel, sure.
Can I say who else is in there?
Yeah.
Because so if you look back, guys, there is someone on a hoverboard with spiky hair and a tail. That is Odd from Code Lyoko, which is a shared favorite character of you and mine. Like
love Odd
our favorite character from Code Lyoko is Odd. So I'm very grateful we were able to put that in there. Thank you.
Yeah. And Jake Long's in there.
Jake Long is in there, yes.
Yeah.
There was one that we wanted to put, and there was a reason we couldn't. I forget.
Yeah, I remember because that was also done somewhat recently too. Like there was a lot of like holes in this episode where I was just like, I'll figure this out later. It's not important right now.
Yeah.
Let me animate the main things. And then the past like week and a half has been like, oh shit, there's all these holes. We gotta fill them now. So,
By the way, I had no idea you were going to, for that one part where he's mimicking Eon. I had no idea you were going to Photoshop Anson or Anholt's
yeah.
face. Yep, Anholt's face on that. I was like, what the hell?
that was so good.
That was so funny. When did you think of that?
It was honestly Paxton's performance. Like, I didn't write the line like that, but when he did it and he tried to like mimic Jonah, I was like, that's too fucking funny. I have to find some type of visual gag to like really play into that. And then I was just like, what if I just like South Parked his head on top? I was like, that's it.
Christian so yeah, that's what you did. You Canadian Christian Anholt's face onto him. That was so funny.
Yeah.
I love small gags like that. Did I read the last one? Or did you? Yes, I read the last one.
Okay.
So you are Cluj Knight now.
The Cluj Knight donates £2. The tribute to Dwayne and Derek was so perfect.
Avery in the chat. What's
Avery
up,
in
man?
the chat. It's Fro the bro with the bro with the fro.
Fro with the bro with the bro. With the bro and the bro.
The fro with the bro with the fro. That's dope.
The tribute to Dwayne and Derek. So.
Yeah. Like I touched on it a little earlier. I always wanted to make this a tribute to Dwayne, and then Derek ended up passing during the production of it. Dwayne, he replied to a couple of my comments in the message board, so like I want to say I've interacted with him, but you know, I understand from his perspective. He's talking to the fans. He's making sure he's accommodating the lore, and I appreciate the fact that I even had that moment with him. Derek, I want to say I got to know a little bit better. We had a handful of interactions over the years, and there was one point, and it's honestly the only reason why I won't delete my old Twitter account. Completely unprompted, and I don't even truly know why. He just tweeted out and tagged me in it. He was like, Kuro the artist is a really cool guy. And that just like, I didn't even realize like I somehow made that type of impact on him. It truly like, it's all I could think about for days. And then when he passed, I was like, I can't believe like I made that type of impression on him. So it just felt so right. I'll be like, this is also for him too. Like I gotta show some credit to him. He's actually he influenced how I draw Lula. There was a Twitter thread. I know I'm extending this a little bit.
No, please, as much as you want.
Yeah, he was
time.
Towards the later years of his life, he was very interactive with the fan base. Not just like answering questions, but even just like talking to people and having conversations on Twitter. And one time he was just like, "Hey, if you post your art, I'll critique it." And I know he's not the biggest fan of Fast Track, so I felt remarkably silly and a little bit guilty showing him Lula, but I truly love Lula as a character, and I was very proud of my creation. So I shared it to him. I was like, hey, I know Fast Track isn't your favorite alien, but here's my interpretation. What do you think? And he gave me the idea to just start drawing her leg spikes downward. He said when I draw them upwards, they get in the way of the way she bends her legs. And I was like, holy fuck, that's genius. And he showed me this trick. He was like, this is how we used to do Robin's spikes on his arm. You draw like this crescent, then you dip into it with triangles. And I was like, oh my god. Like, it was like real advice too. He gave me photo references and everything. Completely changed how I draw Lula. Yeah, I actually like, so... There's a little piece of Derek in every drawing I do of Lula now, which is it really means so much to me, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was great.
I used to when we went to either BotCon or TFCon, I would run into him there. We would have great conversations about life in these universes and all that. He was a super cool guy.
He was a really
and
great
now
guy.
We have part of his toy collection to remember him by.
Yep. I have some of his toys away from my spilling range so they don't get damaged. All right, you're up. X Nexus.
Can I read these two?
Yeah.
Yeah. X Nexus, welcome to Ink Drop. Well, you joined just in time for the main story to end. Thank you. We'll still, by the way, still be doing everything we did before. You know, we're still going to do drawing with Kuro and Kellen and stuff. In fact, we were going to say that we have something very, very, very special planned for the 1000th page of the 5YL wiki.
Yep.
I'm not going to say any more than that, but look forward to that. We're currently at 996. A week. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
June 7th
June
or
7th.
July 7th.
Yeah, July. Oh man, yeah, it's already June. Jesus.
Yeah, July 7th. We'll be doing a live stream, and that will be the 1000th page.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of my contribution to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to see how it comes out. Sketchy Dude, what's up, Sketchy? Mainstay on the channel. Donated 20 buckaroonies. Thank you. And said 3 questions. 1.
All right.
Is Gray Matter's visor a result of uniform mode, or is it something he always has?
Uniform mode. Every alien can use uniform mode.
Cool. 2. What did Vlad's clone exactly do when he gave knowledge to Danny and Vlad?
It was just a power boost. It's more of like if I have a pistol and someone takes the pistol out of my hands and gives me a submachine gun, they're like, try this. Versus like I have the knowledge to build a submachine gun. So it was kind of like a boost rather than Nexus perspective.
Got it. And 3, is there a chance? Oh, we already answered that. Is there a chance for a Cronian form now? No, unfortunately.
No, he's coming
it's
for
too
him.
dangerous.
Yeah.
It's too much danger.
Too much.
All right. K-Ray?
All right. Donated $4.99. Thank you, K-Ray. If the music plan had fallen through, did you have a backup plan like Therefore Tomorrow or just some cool stock music? I don't know how much we actually talked about it. I personally had a few ideas, but like the strike plan just kind of happened so easily. I was thinking maybe we could like talk to one of the YouTubers who do like nerdcore and do like a 5YL rap or something. I was thinking that might be a little bit less serious than the kind of ending we had, but I was like, what if we made an original song? Therefore Tomorrow definitely came
raps.
Up. Yeah. We could have the naked mole rap playing over the end credits.
That would suck. One day, I really do want us to make the 5YL rap and get like Paxton and Xander and AJ involved somehow.
Yep. There was back when the 5YL theme. I go into this a little bit more in the how we made Alien X and Divinity video, the behind the scenes video. But the theme song for 5YL by Team Neutron was made to be a Friday Night Funkin' mod, and that had lyrics and everything.
That's right.
And we never got it officially recorded because there was a debate on should we have it be Ben and Danny singing it, or do we make this another Ember song and she's singing about them? And then the project just didn't come together. It just didn't happen.
Unfortunately.
So that probably would have been another thing. Like if that song ended up happening, that could have been the end credits. But the strike was just like, use our song. So we didn't really have to have another plan.
We love you, the strike.
We
want to do something more with you, more things. Please, thank you.
Yeah.
You seem cool. TARDIS Fanman donated $9.99. Thank you.
Good price.
And said, "Is the Omnitrix?" This is one we already answered. Is the Omnitrix looking prototype after?
Well, thanks for the donation again. But
yeah. Here we go. What's your favorite redesign of an existing character from either franchise that you did?
Ooh.
Danny's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like Danny's new suit. I struggled a lot with it. Balancing over designing versus if it's too similar. I'm very happy with the final result. I like how I draw Kevin. I know he's a bit controversial, but I feel like he looked the way he did because he had a really rough childhood, and I feel like now that he's in a better place, he's making money. He's not like being hunted by the frickin' rooters or whatever. Like he's doing a lot better. So I like that his design reflects that. He looks a lot cleaner, a lot more secure. So those two probably, either Danny or Kevin. I'm very happy with them.
That's really sweet. I never heard that backstory of it. That is a really cool thought for it.
He's doing good in life now.
Yeah. So he wants to look like he reflects it. He wants to. And
don't get me wrong. I love the punk aesthetic too, but narrative.
narrative, story, character development.
Yeah.
I adore the uniform mode for Ben, specifically the visor.
Oh,
that
yep.
thing. When I first saw that, I was like, oh my god, that is what I've always wanted Cairo to have. We might, by the way, we might start working a bit more on Cairo stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Now that we're done with 5YL.
That could be our original AU.
Yeah.
Like the intakes,
yeah,
the Cairo world.
We've got some webs and world building already established for him, so we'll see where we take that.
The Melvin Ben crossover.
Yeah. Melvin Ben's so stupid. Melvin Ben is a Ben variant that we expand upon every drawing with Kuro and Kellen stream, pretty much.
It's a really stupid running
joke.
joke.
Know about
yeah.
Melvin Ben.
Tune in on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. You'll hear all about Melvin Ben. Can't shut up about it.
That's right. Are you doing that next?
Yeah. Skydu donated €5.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Who was the young-looking Danny Phantom at the wedding? It didn't look like Danny, so who was it meant to be? It was Danny. The way I designed her is I wanted her to look a little bit more like an actual clone of Danny, rather than just like any old girl who just so happens to have Danny's uniform. Like, if she was supposed to be a clone of Danny, I wanted her to resemble Danny more, so I leaned into that. But it is supposed to be her, and she's there now.
Cool. Joseph Florian donated $10 and says, I have a question. What happened to Bellicus and Serena? They couldn't help Ben or something? Big fans, by the way. So they're still in there. But as we started to see in Ben 10 Omniverse, Ben was gaining more and more control over his Celestial Sapien form. So we wanted to continue that line of thinking and give him even more of a grip on the steering wheel. Yeah. So that was reflected in his voice, where he is the only voice, but Venus and Serena, Bellicus and Serena are still in the back seat, so to speak. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. They're there. It's like, it's also just would have made like the scenes so much more complicated. There was every episode of 5YL, I recently just binged it again before the finale, and one of the drawbacks I have of it, personally, as a writing standpoint, and this does play into Bellicus and Serena, I promise there's a point to this, is the fact that it was so long between chapters that every time I released something, I felt like I had to reprove the series of itself. It'd be months, sometimes over a year between every episode, that when you binge it, it feels like a very dense series. Like, every episode, there's tons of exposition, dialogue, heartbreaking moments, fights. It's like, it's a lot in one sitting. And I realized by the finale, like, I was like, I didn't even fucking start explaining what Bellicus and Serena was. Like, that just felt like way too much. So I was like, I don't think we can do this. Like, you can trust that they're there. If you know Ben 10, you know they're there in spirit. But it was one too many things to have to worry about. I was like, it's already so freaking complicated.
In this specific storyline, that's not to say that we'll never expand on it. We have this 5YL universe, and we're going to start branching out.
Yep. Yeah.
Branching out. All right, let's see. TARDIS Fanman, $5 said, I apologize. Thank you for the $5. Sorry. I apologize for the repeat of the Omnitrix question. Didn't think you were going to read super chats for some reason. It's all good.
Oh, no worries.
You did.
Yeah. Gotta make sure.
CHF bucks. Wow.
Oh, I scrolled and now I lost my spot.
It's Billa Bala Bella 11. Bia Bala Bella.
Oh boy.
Billa Bala Bella.
Oh man, there's quite a lot more super chats than I realized.
Yeah.
Thank you for your support.
Start going faster.
Yeah, we can unless there's like a really meaty one. Yeah, TARDIS Fan Man. Yep, we just did that one, and now we're on Bila
Bada
Bala. How much money do I have to pay for hot, rejuvenated Ben to become my husband? I'm not joking. Just buy him some chili fries. I'm sure he'll come over. Be like, hey, I'll buy you a little pack here.
I'm so glad that people love the design.
Yeah.
Mustard stain on the shirt and everything.
Dude, I loved doing that because I was like, he's big himbo Ben, but it's like becoming an alien. It's always still Ben, so he's totally just like slobbing down those freaking chili fries, like big buff barefoot dude.
You're becoming such a master of storytelling. I love the subtle environmental telling that he turned into this, and then his clothes didn't fit him, so they grabbed whatever they had, which was a plumber uniform shirt.
Yes.
And they couldn't even find shoes for him before the first thing he wanted to do, which was go to Mr. Smoothies and eat, because he burned so many calories turning into a new thing that he just needed to scarf stuff down. That is expert environmental storytelling.
Thank you.
Thank
that
you.
is bar for bar exactly what I was trying to do. I'm glad you were able to pick up on that. Thank you. That's awesome.
I think we did talk about it. I think we did at least the clothes ripping thing.
Yeah,
but,
he's wearing the same temporary outfit that Danny wears, because I figured Danny didn't expect to be trapped in another dimension. He ran out of clothes, so when Danny's like in a random outfit from like episode 7 to like I think 13, it's the same freaking thing. There's just a whole bunch of plumber sweatshirts and purple pants in every spaceship, and take what you can get.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Shishkin?
Okay. Shishkin donated $5, thank you, and said, I noticed a ring on Hugh's finger in the smoothie scene. Is it fridge, swamps, or a secret third thing? Humongosaur?
Ooh, that's a Ryan question.
Yeah.
He came up with a lot of the background lore of what everybody's been up to when he was drawing them.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, can I just say, by the way, I'm so glad I joined the call that day, because Ryan just decided, I'm just going to draw a random E to walk around, Oz species. And I'm like, no, that if he's there, then everybody would be screaming. That's the point of his species. It's like, okay, we'll put a muzzle on him. So we in that moment we decided for his species how they get around, which was they just have muzzles on them when they want to be around other people without doing that.
Makes sense.
Refresher for the chat. 5 capital A's is a transformation of Ben's that we did, and anybody who hears him screaming also starts screaming. It stimulates their brain in a way where they can't stop screaming and he can't stop screaming. So having one there, I was like, Ryan, that doesn't make sense. Sometimes he just throws shit there, but everything else made perfect sense.
That'd be funny as fuck if like an alternate take of that scene where the muzzle breaks off and Ben's just like, we just saved the whole world.
Everyone, and they're like doing sign language while they're screaming, trying to communicate to each other. It's like, like, shut him up.
That's too good.
Yeah.
Right. We got the last Spider-Man donating $10. Divinity once said he killed Danny Universe's Ben Tennyson. He did. Is that literally true, or did he mean it metaphorically, like how in in Kuro's Generator Rex breakdown, he believes Rex is technically an altered Ben? No, it is true. That Ben just didn't become like as prestiged as Ben Prime in his career. He could have had the Omnitrix or not. He could have like been had any sort of adventure, but whatever it was, he never became world famous. He didn't become as powerful because the way I explain Ben and Danny's connection between the null void is like if each multiverse is like a sphere, theirs is like a Venn diagram, and that's where they overlap. So there's some overlap there, and Danny's universe overlaps in that Venn diagram. So there was like an alternate Ben there that got shanked.
Cool.
Yep.
Got shanked. That's Shanked Ben.
Yeah.
Wait, that's his official title.
Shanked Ben.
Yeah, Prison Ben. Bones Tennyson donated $5 and says, I have to know, Are there any parts of 5YL you wish you could do different, animation-wise, where you could go back and touch it up somehow or otherwise?
Animation-wise, absolutely. Like, I every time I rewatch the first episode, I'm like, man, I could do so much better now. Writing-wise, a little bit here and there. What I was talking about earlier, where I felt like every episode had to reprove themselves, I feel like episode 10 is the weakest. It's the hardest one for me to get through, because it's a lot of, like, again, just like making sure like you're still hooked. But if you binge the whole series in one setting, like episode 10 is just fucking it's a lot.
Right.
So I'd probably thin that one out a little bit, but the story beats I'd keep the same. I like the story we have.
Yeah. No, you were very adamant about keeping it exactly as you envisioned, and I respect that wholeheartedly. We did not deviate a lot, if at all.
Yeah.
TVT 2000. Oh, sorry. Wait, that's yours. My bad.
Thank you. Donate. Wait.
TVT
Didn't I read the last
$5.
one? Okay, I'll just read this. I can't even remember anymore.
We're starting to melt.
Yeah. Been a real fun being a fan of the Ink Tank. Can't wait to see what's next. Me either. Let's yeah. A lot of cool stuff coming up.
We have some ideas.
Yeah.
We do.
We got some things coming.
We be think tanking.
Yeah.
In the
Pantry's
ink
full.
tanking.
Pulling out the ingredients.
The Nailsmith donated $10. Thank you. Said, I just wanted to say the Ink Tank is my man of action, my personal heroes.
Oh.
The Ink Tank is his man of action, Rob.
That's a high honor. Like I
that's
feel like I can't even process that.
Yeah, because man of action is our man of action. So we empathize completely, and we're so grateful for that. That is such a good compliment. Thank you. P.S. Can you release model art of Ben's new Omnitrix? I would like nothing more than to make and send one to you.
Whoa, that'd be sick. Yeah, I can absolutely do that. Yeah, my plan is all through July, I'm just going to be dumping behind the scenes content, like concept art, making of videos, behind the scenes videos, just like everything that we've been holding on to from years. There's some stuff from like 6 years ago I still haven't even been allowed to post. I can finally post it now, so it's July is going to be everything. Here it is. Doors open. So absolutely.
Crazy.
Yeah.
$20 one from Jay Rodimus for you.
Oh, thank you, Jay. This story is so close to my heart. It has been an inspiration throughout so much of my writing journey. 5YL is such a worthy successor to Ben 10 Omniverse. It is my heart canon. I think Dwayne McDuffie and Derek J. White would be proud. Oh, that's... I love that you say that. Like, I still think in some spirit or something, I would just love to hear what they have to say. Like, I admit I'd want to be that annoying fan that goes up to them and be like, please look at this and tell me what you think. Like, I would love to hear what they would have had to say about it, but it's nice to think that maybe they could have gotten something out of it.
Man, why y'all trying to make us cry on stream? Don't you want us to keep reading? God, y'all are too nice.
That would have been,
Dr. Ridiculous donated €5 and says, with the finale, I can say that 5YL has become my favorite series of all time.
Yo.
You guys are an inspiration to me, and I'm excited for all to come.
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that it landed for you. That's wonderful.
Favorite series of all time.
It's got a lot of love in it. That's all I can really say that I haven't said before. There's passion, there's love, there's drive. Thank you so much for being able to connect with it.
Anyway,
we got con make work. Only excitement for the future. Greenheart. Was the reason for Clone Vlad becoming one with the Nexus was similar to Vlad absorbing the dark matter? Yeah, it's a very similar process. His little mantra that he says was supposed to imply that, like, he spent, like, an incomprehensible amount of time in that Nexus. It's just time works so differently in there that we didn't have to perceive it in real time. Like, Professor Paradox being caught in the temporal zone and incubating there for, like, a millennia or so. That's basically what he did. He did the whole Professor Paradox treatment, except on purpose, and it allowed him to see things and understand things in a way he couldn't before, and just truly unlock his potential.
That's right. I am going to use the restroom really quick.
Alrighty. Do you want me to keep going or wait for you? Oh. Oh, wait. I see in the chat Dr. Logic. I'll start doing some non-super chat stuff. Yeah, Dr. Logic would be really fun to expand on. I have a lot of his story fleshed out, especially since we were able to do some artwork for him. So it'd be really, really cool to be able to explore that. I don't know if we would ever do it in the motion comic format. I would love to do... The one thing I can say, and it's not really a spoiler because I don't even know if we'll do it, is part of the Dr. Logic story, if I were to write it, it starts with a scene with Ben and Kai on a date. And it shows like how something like that would go. And it's awkward because, you know, they were told by their future kid that they're supposed to end up together. And like that kind of goes against the whole multiverse theory in a way, you know? That never made sense to me. But if somebody was told, like my literal future child was like, you're going to marry this person, it's at least worth exploring. So we could explore like the awkward, like, what does that look like if they genuinely tried to give it a shot? And of course it doesn't go well. It's Ben and Kai. Let's be real. But they try. And I would love to like write that scene and make it like an audio experience or something. Maybe like a one really detailed, nice visual for it. But like you just hear the conversation. Like you could just put in your headphones. There'll be sound effects. It'll be immersive. You can hear everything. And just stuff like that would be really fun. And that would be like the opening to like some sort of like Dr. Logic story in sense. I was telling them about like an audio idea, like, you know, telling stories through audio and whatnot.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Isn't it super fancy?
Yeah. So stuff like that is a way that 5whale can live on. Just little slices of like, here's a section of this story. Let's explore that for a little bit. I think that's very possible and doable in our future.
Where are we?
We're still on Phantom Lord. I waited for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. They donated $1.99 and said the finale was amazing and I'll believe it's canon. Thank you. That's a high honor. I love when people like 5YL enough to want to take it as canon. That's a really high honor, genuinely. So I appreciate that you enjoy the story that much.
Thank you. Absolutely. Kenham donates another 31 Aussie bucks. Thank you.
Hey.
And says, thank you for the birthday wishes as usual, Kuro. Clearly, I collect birthdays like Eon collected pens.
Yep.
Speaking of that, is the last Ben that Eon possessed still in there, while Eon and Vlad spend their toxic yaoi eternity together?
Oh, yes, but fortunately he is unconscious. He's not in the mind. Well, maybe they can access him if they wanted to. I doubt they would even have any interest in it. I doubt Vlad even knows how the mechanics of it work, so he wouldn't try. So unless Divinity's literally just like, let me pull out this Ben, he's just going to be in stasis for all of eternity. It's a very unfortunate fate, but that's
I
just...
still have no idea how all that works.
Yeah, he's just...
I'll trust your
he's
word
stuck
for
there.
it. Jojo Parluck?
Jojo Parluck. It has donated 10 pounds? Euros. Damn it.
Here, the euros, it looks like an E.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then pounds
like
is the other one. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
And it has been an amazing ride to follow 5YL and all behind the scenes. And knowing Kuro was on the grind for the finale in the exact same time of my final year of art studies motivated me a lot. Hey, we shared that mutual synergy then, you know? We got to make sure we get our projects together. I hope your art project went very well.
Oh, yeah.
Art studies. That's wonderful. Hell yeah.
That rocks, dude.
Yeah.
Wolfman Plays donated $5 and says, is there a reason why original Vlad didn't have a transformed form? Did Vlad transcend going ghost? Also loved seeing the Saiyan. Amazing job. I'm assuming the Saiyan in the crowd scene.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, actually. There's a couple of mechanics and stuff to 5YL that I threw in there that I purposefully didn't try to highlight. Again, just because of the general thing of like, if I detail everything and explain everything, the story's just going to be exhausting. So... You know, we see throughout the episodes, and Danny even verbalizes it, that it takes a while for him to really adapt to his energy, and he has to transform back. And often, Danny only transforms back to human when he's pushed to his limits. If you notice Vlad's pattern, he always transforms back to human on purpose, because he can recognize he's being burnt out and needs to recharge. So every time he turns back to human, he's doing it to recharge, and he's just not making a big fuss out of it. And since he can access his powers in human form, he's able to just, be powerful enough to start utilizing his abilities without his ghost form. And then, of course, there's the meta reason where it's easier to tell who's Vlad and who's clone Vlad. But that was a very intentional narrative where it's just like Vlad always transforms on purpose if you watch the way he does it. And it's to recharge. Right. He doesn't burn himself out. He's very smart.
Right. Vanilla Rain.
Vanilla Rain donated $5. Just finished 5YL and I loved it. Oh, wonderful. Rain on me. I remember Kuro saying the ending is why he wanted to make the series. Is this still the planned ending? Yes. So this is a conversation I do want to save for a big video explaining my thoughts. But I will say a big part of it was I wanted to tell the story of Ben's death. That was always the plan. It's because to me, and again, I'll go into this with more gathered thoughts, is I love Ben 10 wholeheartedly. And I wanted to tell the story of him to his fullest capabilities, of course, with Alien X, right? And you picture that, like every single version of telling a Ben 10 story where he has full control and full power of Alien X is just going to seem like glaze. Like, oh my god, Ben's the coolest fucking most powerful dude ever. So I was like, I feel like the only way to truly tell a respectful, powerful Ben 10 story is if I killed him at the end. To prove like it was never about power. You can love Ben, you can tell his story, you can show off everything he can do in the maximum of his abilities, but I'm not telling this story because I want Ben to be that powerful. So I'm going to do all of that and then kill him. And that was a big part of it. So yeah. I could flesh that out a lot more, but that was essentially, this was always about Ben dying.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. I can't wait for that video.
Yeah. Trust me, there's more to it. A lot of deep
talks we've had about that.
There's a lot more to it, but that's the very simplified, here's your answer kind of version of it.
Yeah. Wait, which one are we on?
H-Draw.
H-Draw. Here, could I do these two?
Yeah, go for it.
Because
I've been yapping for a bit. You can do a couple of them.
Okay. H-Draw has been a member for 8 months. Thank you. Thank you for staying with us. What a finale. I'd literally rewatch the entirety of 5YL to get in the mood for the absolute peak you created. That was our hope, that people would binge through the whole thing before they got to this one. Yeet. I'm glad you liked it.
Me too. I binged the whole thing again. I was like, wow. It's I'm not gonna lie, it was actually more cohesive than I thought. Like I was actually pretty worried about it, but I was like, it kind of does fit. I'm happy that I didn't let the paranoia ruin it for me.
It follows a straight line, absolutely. Bin Doctor 110 donates £5. Thank you, and says, do you plan to continue telling Ben stories now that 5YL is done? To me, you guys are the official continuation of the series. Thank you. Yes, we do. And we've got some ideas already, so stay tuned and stick around.
You keep going.
Okay. Godzilla Slayer donated $5. Thank you. That last shot of Dwayne and Derek standing side by side made me cry. Oh, it did. It got me too. Yeah. Motherfucker, you. You're a good storyteller.
Thank you.
Levi. Hi, Levi. Donated $2. Thank you, and says thank you, Kellen, for getting Robot Boy in peak.
Yeah.
No problem, bro. Got you. I loved Robot Boy.
Robot Boy.
Okay, last one.
Yeah, go for
me. Jimmy Kiwi donates 10 New Zealand dollars and says, James here. You guys landed that ending. Very satisfying. Thank you. Can I ask if 5 years later we'll have physical we already said that. It probably will not have a physical comic release, but it is up in digital for free if you would like to print it out and make it a physical copy. Because of all the different IPs being used in it, we wouldn't want to make money off of that, really.
Yeah.
It would be a whole legal mess. Can I make a request for OR Ash to make ultimates of the Matthew Bits aliens?
You can.
We'll ask him. You can absolutely. He's at work though.
Yeah. Ping him in Discord.
Okay.
We got Anthony for a $5 donation. Thank you very much. Dropping in real quick. Did you hear the OG creators of Code Lyoko are writing a sequel anime? I think somebody did say that on a different stream.
I told you that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I did remember hearing
said,
that.
oh, by the way, when we were, when you guys were drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
That's cool.
The only thing is they need the funding, so we hope that gets off the ground.
Yeah, please, more Code Lyoko. I swear, I love Code Lyoko so much. It's so good. We still didn't even find out what Franz Hopper was working on. Why did he build Lyoko? Please answer that. All right, cool. And Odd Eyes,
nice.
5 New Zealand dollars. Hey, Robin Kellen, I just finished the final episode of Ben 10 5YL. Amazing. Love Ben's new Omnitrix look. Hell yeah. Does Ben still have the Master Control? Yeah, he's still got Master Control. That didn't get reset, and even if it did, I think he's knowledgeable enough to like punch it back in, or Azimuth would give it to him. You know, he's come a long way. He'll have
or
it.
Gray Matter would figure it out.
Yeah,
Yada, yada.
yeah. There's many ways. It's yeah.
Here, let's just read
Okay.
bunches, and then whenever
All
you're
right.
tired, you can.
I'll read up to Noxie's, and then you can take like the next 5 or 6. Marvelite, $2. Should have added Martin Mull to the tribute as well. See, I do want to address, I know there's a wide variety of the cast and crew of Ben 10 and Danny Phantom that have passed, and I was hesitant that if I started opening up the gates of like including like, you know, David McCullum passed, the voice of Jim Ward passed, yeah. A couple of people have come and gone, unfortunately. But there's always going to be people we forget, and the more people we add, the more it would have created this standard where it's like, now we're just doing this out of obligation. Whereas, at least for me personally, Derek and Dwayne were always at the heart of what I was doing. And I felt like overcrowding it with just checking off the boxes of whoever was deceased would be inauthentic in a way. Like, we'd be doing it for show rather than to honor them. But I totally understand that sentiment. You know, it is unfortunate that Martin Mull passed. I would have loved to see what he thought of Brooks Vlad and see if he got a kick out of it.
And there is something in the future that dedicating to Tom Kane would be nice.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I get what you mean. You want the dedication to mean something. You don't just want it
or
to.
It's like, oh, look at us.
Checklist.
We're showing everybody who died. Give us our flowers. Like that. That feels a little.
That disrespects them.
Yeah, feels a little sleazy. A mushroom, $5. Thank you. Was there any specific meaning to the display Divinity was using to brick the Omnitrix? Oh, hold on. I scrolled accidentally. Oh no, I don't think I finished
also
that.
Opinions on JJK.
Whoops. I just wanted it to look very alien. I tried to make Divinity's tech always look a little magic based, so that was a big part in the designs of like his sigils and his holograms and everything. But it was still technology, but it wasn't too inspired by anything else. And Jujutsu Kaisen, I hear a lot of great things about it. I have yet to give it a try, but now I've recently just come into a pretty high level of free time for the first time in 9 years, so maybe it's time to start watching all these animes people are recommending to me.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh shit, I was just there, because I said I would read Lethal Noxie. I was right there. My wheel is so
Noxie,
sensitive.
$10, $3.59. Or I guess $6.59 for you.
Yeah. Okay, I got this right here, and then you can take over.
5YL has been an inspiration for me.
5YL has been an inspiration for me ever since I watched the Ben 10 versus Goku and Superman video in middle school. Seeing it culminate, I can't thank you guys enough. I wonder what's next in store. I mean, I have to keep putting, you know, Noxie at the forefront for all of the scenes that we're doing. Like his score and his understanding on what I was trying to do, it was on remarkably like easy to make happen. Like he really understood like what I was trying to do a lot of the times, and I would just be like, can we do something like this? And he just makes it happen. He knows the themes, he knows the beats, he knows the moments. He's really good. We got his music up on Spotify. And yeah, funny story about the Ben 10 and Goku video, which I can now say. I only made that video to make people think that killing Ben would be the last thing I'd ever do in 5YL. And now I can finally say that. Like, it was completely to be like, oh, this guy fucking loves Ben 10. There's no way he would ever kill him. It was a giant misdirect. I still stand by everything in that video, but it was just to make a point, really. So that's pretty much been everything for the whole Ink Tank. Is just like, no one will see this coming. And some people did. Some people did. But honestly, if nobody saw that coming, I feel like I would just be a bad writer. Like, I hinted towards it, so, you know, you could put the pieces together.
You guys are brilliant. I feel like at some point everybody's guessed what would happen for everything. So it's just
yeah, some people would pick up on things here and there. I actually, Levi, if you're in the chat, I didn't get to comment yet, but I listened to your review on 5YL, and he guessed that I would, in the Animo credit scene, there's a ship for this organization in Invader Zim called the Resisti. Apparently he guessed that would happen 4 years ago, and I actually didn't know that. So I find that remarkable that, man, like, people are, at some point in time, somebody guessed everything. Like, everything was, like, determined at one point in time or another, so that's also kind of cool. That's a testament to people connecting the dots and seeing the seeds we planted, so that's awesome.
Got a bunch of theorists here.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Fro donated $10. Thank you, Fro. You didn't have to do.
Oh, wow.
You didn't have to do that, Avery. Says, with 5YL ending, are we switching full gears into the much beloved and awaited sequel 6YL?
You're goddamn right. Garfield, baby, all day, every day. He figured out his own God Maker.
We'll do that if you are the series head for it, Avery.
Yeah.
You have to be the showrunner and put it all together.
And I want Odie to speak Russian.
Why?
For the hell of it.
Okay. Kana Kamui donated 20 buckaroonies. Thank you.
Thank you.
And says, will the And Beyond movie take place before or after 5YL? Can we say that yet?
Nah, I want people to figure it out. Yeah, you'll know. Trust me. Like, when you watch it, you'll know. But feel free to speculate for now.
Also, how did Divinity manage to restrain Alien X by snowballing to be strong enough?
He's just kind of more well adapted to handle the perspective once they enter the Nexus. If you look in episode 13, right when all of the rapid fire of all of the Alien X emissions, right when they go back into the screen, you see a live action yellow hand, that's Divinity's hand, reach forward. That's Divinity implanting the mark. So when you start in 14 and you see his hand still there, that was him doing that. It's not just about power. Like, it's not like literal power over power. Like, Divinity is smarter. He has more experience. He plays around more. Ben does everything in his power to not use Alien X, whereas Divinity is just like, I want this shit all the time. So he's just smarter. Yeah.
Also, I want to say, I just randomly remembered, complete non sequitur, there are a lot of Easter eggs in Ben's office.
Oh, yeah.
But I remember specifically either the day or a little bit after it, that the Dynamite comic came out and Freddy Fazbear was mentioned. You were like, can I draw a Freddy Pop in there somewhere to establish Ben here as a FNAF fan too? I'm like, sure. Yeah.
You also have a voice line in there. I remember the spot where I put it. I don't remember how loud.
Can we talk about that yet?
Yeah, when Ben and Danny, like when Danny transforms and then officially poses with Ben, and it's this big dramatic shot. That's where I put the line. You can tell what it is.
It was literally me screaming like, "Wait, Ben, are you really a FNAF fan? Really?" Because you can see. We're in that shot too. All six of the Ink Tank members, with Vaughn and everything. We're at a table over there, so I pictured just like me being like, "Wait, Ben's real? Wait, Ben, are you a FNAF fan?"
Yeah. So listen closely. You might hear it. If not, again, we'll have that isolated line video coming out. But there's just so many fun lines in that crowd.
Yeah, I wrote some some very fun ones. You wrote some very fun ones.
Yeah.
I think Ryan put in a couple. Um, okay. Narcoleptic artist donated $5 and says, "I've been here since the beginning, and while I'm sad it's ended, I'm happy to see the full story. How are you guys feeling now that it's over?" We got a little bit into it. I guess I haven't really talked much about how I'm feeling about it. It it just doesn't feel like it's hit yet. I'm so grateful that so many people attach so much importance to it, and just like, man, whenever the culmination of years of work, whenever that happens, like it's hard not to be a little emotional. Like I definitely cried multiple times during the finale. Like when we heard Disc Jockey's voice for the first time, I was like, yes, it came out great. We can finally talk about that. All the hard work I put into that. And then Richard as Gray Matter. And then when Devil started, I just...
Yeah.
I was verklempt. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the next thing, first and foremost. You know, I'm excited that you can breathe a little bit more now.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see what you'll do with this time, and yeah, I just very hopeful for the future.
I got some
That's what
laundry
I'm
to do.
feeling about. Yeah.
Yeah.
How you've been putting that off for 9 years now? I was going to
I
say
have 9
maybe
years
it's
of
time.
laundry to get
Yeah.
done. That's why I keep buying everybody's merch. It's easier to just get more shirts than clean the ones I have.
You guys want to know why you've never seen behind the microphone? Well, wait, no, they have. You guys want to know why you've never seen what's in the basement?
Yeah.
It's laundry. It's just
laundry.
a room of laundry.
Yeah. Mountains of it cascading. We're at
Oh, sorry,
Alejandro.
do you want to read one?
MX 129. I don't believe I know that currency, but I really appreciate the donation. Thank you.
I believe Mexican.
That would make sense.
dollars.
I would
That
love
might
if
be
you made a
pesos.
Gen Rex 5 whale spinoff. Oh, they explained
it's
it
pesos.
literally in the message. The currency is Mexican peso, which is 7 USD. Oh, thank you. They preemptively knew. I didn't know. Hey, foresight with that. You know what? Just for
That's
that, I'll
awesome.
actually consider it. I love Generator X. I gave it a... It was always kind of like the unofficial fourth part of 5 Whale. Like, yeah, like, you know, the Nanites played a big role. He's in the future team. It just felt like he would have been one too many characters in the main cast. But I love Generator X. I love the show. So I tried to show as much love as I could to it without overwhelming what was already there.
Right. I'll just do this one
Yeah,
real
yeah. You
quick.
could do like the next like
Godzilla.
3.
Okay, Godzilla Slayer. I meant I'm just gonna say a quick answer to this because we've expanded on it before. But Godzilla Slayer donated $2 and says, "How the hell did you get Graham Phillips?" Just to recap, Yuri pretty much Yuri Lowenthal and him were Peter and Harry Osborn in the Insomniac Spider-Man games, so they got to know each other and stuff. And we just asked Yuri randomly someday, "Hey, do you think Graham would like to have a cameo in this?" And he reached out to Graham, who was like on vacation somewhere, but Graham recorded it in his hotel room. He was so down just to do that one line, and he did it on his phone. And I'm so glad that the scene was glitched anyway, because then I could mess with the audio and make it sound, you know, echoey, and that would hide the echo of the room.
Yeah, that really worked out.
Yeah. So thank you, Graham, for being on. Radioactive Shark donated $5 and says, "So Divinity didn't have a backup plan in case Vlad betrayed him?" Also, I guess that.
No,
that,
honestly,
yeah.
no. He learns from his mistakes. Like, his whole thing was just every time he fails, he learns and tries again. So he's just been on that same pattern for so long. He figured it would just be that easy. Like, that's kind of his big folly. It was like, he was just like, man, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's as simple as that. He didn't see this coming.
Cool.
He fucked up. Sorry.
Also, does this end the circle of divinity, or we're just seeing another failed try?
It ends him as long as Vlad continues to fight him for eternity. So, as long as he holds the line, we should be good. But can he fight him forever?
Who knows?
Who knows? That's up to you. I mean, y'all can make 5 Whale Season 2. You have my full permission. Let's I'm giving it to you guys. The IP's open. What happens next?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Dino Rhino donated 10 pounds and says, why was Divinity's Omnitrix on his wrist? Wait. Why was Divinity's Omnitrix on his wrist green when it's usually purple? Thought for a sec that maybe Ben did some shenanigans and hopped onto Divinity's Omnitrix to make a surprise comeback.
It was one of the justifications for his defeat. I knew, like, just simply killing Ben, wouldn't fly, so I did my best to try to come up with a whole bunch of contingencies, and one of them being, as you notice, when Ben does die, his Omnitrix turns purple, like it did in Ultimate Alien and Race Against Time, but then in turn, Divinity's turns green, to imply there's, like, a link between them, where his Omnitrix always has to be constantly negating Ben's failsafe, or else it'll revive Ben. And then you notice once Divinity gets defeated, his Omnitrix automatically turns back green. It was like, okay, time to revive you again. So it was... There's a lot of, like, little reasons why I tried to justify the fact that Ben could just die. I knew it wouldn't be that simple. That's one of them. It has to constantly be feeding the failsafe.
Right. That makes sense.
Yep.
Luigi Macatero donated 5 Arbucks. Also was in the crowd scene. Luigi was.
It does their own dub of 5 Whale.
Yeah, they do the Spanish dub, right?
Yes. Portuguese.
Yeah, Portuguese, sorry. The Portuguese dub of 5YL. And says, nothing special to ask, just want to say thank you for letting me be a part of this incredible story. I've met so much people. My life changed after 5YL.
I love the work that you do for 5YL too. Like, honestly, big shout out. Go to Luigi's channel. They've dubbed all of 5YL except for this most recent episode. They even changed, like, the text in some of the episodes from English. They do a lot of the editing. They're very dedicated. They got their dubs Ben Tennyson to be Alien X to mirror us getting Yuri Lowenthal.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's its own testament of Ben 10 love on its own. Please go show some Luigi some love. Even if you don't speak the language, just give it a little bit of a view anyways. Check it out. Yeah. There's so much passion in there. He deserves all of it. So big shout outs to you, Luigi.
I just remembered I was just in Portugal. I flew to Marta's wedding and I stayed there for a day. Man, Pastéis de Belém is so good, Luigi. I don't know if you live there or not, but wow, great country and fantastic meats and stuff. B-Track Tales donated €5 and says, just want to thank you guys for making an incredible series. Been following since 2017, and it's been amazing watching you guys grow and evolve. Thank you.
Thank you for witnessing
our journey. I don't know what else to say. We've said thank you so many times. Yeah. It means so much to us.
It really does, though. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Kenham donated another 8 Aussie bucks and says, will you ever put out a big long video of all the episodes together like you did with Ben 10 Illustrated after the finale's had its time to shine, obviously?
Oh, I keep going back and forth on that. Like, that was my plan at first, but then I also thought, like, if I did that, it would kind of negate people's motivation to, like, watch the episodes as is. I kind of like them being on their own. But also I feel like if I don't do it, somebody's going to do it. So if anything, I would do it just to, like, have, like, the official version be produced from us. Plus, there's a little bit tighter audio balancing I'd like to do on some of the episodes. Like, I know in particularly in Chapter 8, there's, like, 2 scenes that are just, like, so much lower than I wish they were. So if anything, I can use that as an excuse to fix that. But I'd like to not. I like them as their own episodes, but we'll see.
Right on. Dino Rhino donated £5 and says, been awesome to see this journey conclude. You guys made something amazing. Been a fan since 2017 to 2018. Love all you guys. Thank you, Dino Rhino.
That's very dynamite, Rhino Knight.
I love that you looked at me for approval.
Please laugh.
Please clap.
Please clap.
I love that this series 2 has brought us together. We have like a mental link now.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Dynamite Rhineman. Sonic Accelerator donated $2 and asks, who's your favorite 5YL alien? Let's limit this to aliens that were actually in the 5YL comic.
All right, you go first.
Either Slingshot or Ultraviolent. Those two are super cool designs.
I gotta go either Buck Wild because he was Paul Lighting, or Full Stop's really cool. He's one I surprisingly didn't get sick of drawing. I really liked drawing fun. Full Stop. Yeah, he's really fun.
I'm surprised with drawing the energy over and over again.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Surprisingly, Stornitho gave me a lot of problems because of his wings. I really don't like how I did his wings. I think that could have used a whole overhaul. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, maybe so. You could have just retconned it as like he didn't feel like using his wings to fly, so he made spell wings. He made mono wings.
Yeah.
Nano
something
wings,
like
whatever.
that.
Godzilla Slayer donated $10 and says, "Do you think your Ben would be a good dad to Kenny, or is he a dad who isn't great but is genuinely trying?"
I think it'd be hard to resist to falling into the same patterns. Like you know, it's 5YL Ben's the same Ben and beyond, and you see like he tries his best with the Big Chill children, and he just can't make the time for them, and they resent him for it. So, I think he would do the best he can. He would be the best dad possible, but there's gonna be needs that Kenny is not gonna have fulfilled because his father is the savior of the multiverse. So, yeah.
I just thought of something cool. What if there was a future Kenny series and one of his Big Chill brothers was like his Rook or something? Or
that'd
something
be cool,
like that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
Like have a little family affair there.
Yeah.
Have it be like cousins, but they're brothers.
Because Big Chill's powers are diverse enough to really hold his own as a character too. So.
Yeah. We never seen anybody get into that. How Kenny and these Big Chill children are brothers.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Siblings. Do you want to?
Yeah, I'll take a couple. We have a $4.99 donation from Ira Boro. It would be cool if you guys could make an making of 5YLs later art book like Invincible. I was actually thinking about that. The only hurdle is literally just making it. We'd have to like dig through all of our archives and assemble them. And I wouldn't want it to just be the art. I'd want to talk about it and explain it. And I think my train of thought was like the more I thought about developing that, the more that would probably play into the video I'm going to make on 5YL anyways, which, fair warning, it's not going to come out for months. I really want to like make sure everything that needs to be said is said. But even so, like, it could be fun. I think something like that is even more possible than like just 5YL printing. So it's been talked about, but it'd be tricky. The Radioactive Shark is back. And any other media
no.
you want
Geiger counter's going off. Sorry, go ahead.
You want to try out with your next projects, Ben 10 related or not, visual novels, live action, stop motion, podcasts, or live narrations. Yeah, live narrations, well, not live, but like, you know, audio dramas I've always been a big fan of. And live action media I feel like is like my lost love. I have a huge admiration for making short films that I rarely ever get to touch on anymore. I'm not sure if it's festivals. Yeah, I do film festivals to get my fix in once a year. I actually didn't get to do it this year. That's all right, but I'd like to. It's tricky because we all live like all over the map. So yeah. I mean, we do as much as we can in live action. We do videos and calls and stuff, but it'd be hard. But yeah, I'd love to do live action. Love to do novels, podcasts. I don't know, maybe could be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Podcast could mean audio drama.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what the what's it called, the Sonic one that just came out, the Chaotix something.
Yeah, an audio drama would be real fun.
Yeah.
We got a $5 from Levi. You said that Zim's role was reduced because of Enter the Florpus. Was there anything Invader Zim related you cut from the series other than the Earth in half? That's funny. Yeah. So I feel like that was a little bit stubborn of a movement in retrospect because my theology was like, you know, Ben 10 and Danny Phantom were screwed by their networks. I want to give them respect. So was Invader Zim. But then Invader Zim's movie was coming out at the time, and I was like, oh, well, Invader Zim doesn't need the respect. But I could have leaned into him more. In terms of his role in the story, it's the same. That didn't change. It was more of like the lines of dialogue. Like, he had less highlighting him. And I was also, I'm not going to lie, I was very nervous about writing Gur. I think I'm happy with what I did, but he has a very tight niche to him that makes his lull random lines work that can just cross over between just being unfunny and cringy, that it's so dangerous to lean there that I almost like never wanted Gur to speak. But he's Gur, so he has to speak. So that was another thing. I was afraid to write for Gur, and I gave Zim less lines because I was stubborn. I could have given him more lines. Yeah.
So we're coming up on 2 hours. You want to do a lightning round a little bit here?
Yeah, we can. If we go over 2 a little bit, I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, we do have quite a bit to get through. So let's kick it into next gear.
Astrid DeMixel.
Yep.
Donated $10 and says 5YL is probably my favorite Ben 10 continuation. Love all the original aliens and character designs and will 100% consider this as my personal canon continuation of Ben 10. Can't wait for what y'all do next.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. These mean a lot to us, but we're probably going to just say thank you and go to the questions just because it's starting to get to a little later.
But thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luigi Macachero, welcome back. Member, 23 months. Whew. Right on.
Yeah.
Hey, Kuro and Kellen, just here to say thanks for letting me be part of episode 14. This episode will be a giant challenge to dub, but we'll pull it. Right on.
Oh,
Can't
yeah,
wait to see it.
good luck.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what you do with your own version of the crowd scene. I want you to really have fun with it. Good luck.
You better dub you or cast someone funny to dub you. Drago Badger donated $2 and says, is Future Swole Ben and Recalibrated related? What?
Well, the Omnitrix Recalibrated, if that's what you mean. Other than that, I'm not sure I understand the question.
All right. Joe Holbert donates $2 and says, do you have any plans for merch, new plans for merch for the finale? We have ideas, but nothing set in stone yet, right?
Yeah. I know we're doing a second wave of the cards later this year, and we have one really fun thing that it'll probably be tied to the And Beyond movie than 5YL, but it'll be a pretty unique thing that we're in the very early stages of. But there's always shirts.
Right on.
Yeah.
There's always shirts.
Yeah.
Venoblade Bionicles donated $5 Canadian and says, hi, just want to say that And Beyond is a huge inspiration for my own world building series. Are there any aliens you wish were more mechanical?
More mechanical?
Me personally, not really, just because I've always found mechanics and cyber DNA or whatever it's called to be hard to justify in a realistic sense. I like my stuff to come from realism, but I know you hate to draw robots.
Yeah. I like messy, fleshy things with veins and slime.
Yeah. Joe Gio donated $2 and says, will you do a breakdown of Danny Phantom after Ben 10?
Oh, it's too early to think about that. I still have 40 episode of Omniverse, the reboot, and I'm doing Dynamite breakdowns. I gotta zero in on that first, but thanks for the question.
Breakdowns are that is full for now.
Yeah.
All right, you want to go?
Sure. DJ Jackson donates $4.99. Thank you. Hey, Kuro and Kellen, I have a question. Did y'all ever have a concept idea of Danny meddling or fusion with Ben in Ben's death? Oh, melding or fusion with Ben in death scene. I mean, no, I didn't. I'm not sure where that would lead to.
Yeah, I think he's inspired by Heroes United.
Oh,
a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, that would just be Danny possessing Ben's dead body, and the Omnitrix was locked because of Divinity's hack. So, just flying around with Ben's corpse, fighting with it. I don't know if.
It's like Doctor Strange too.
Yeah. It would essentially be like that. It's not like Danny would use the Omnitrix or anything. So yeah, I don't believe so.
On his own.
Yeah. Oh, Mochi is leaning against the keyboard and changing the scroll. Every time I lose my spot, it takes me fucking forever to.
I got it.
Okay.
Iroboro donated $5. Says, just want to say thank you. I am preemed. Okay. And you guys reignited my love for art. Started working on my own manga. Right on. Love to hear that. Keep drawing. Keep drawing.
I found my spot.
Tommy. Huh?
I said I found my spot, but you can keep going.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
No, go for it.
Okay. Tommy 1 donated $4.99. Favorite cartoon character that cameos in the finale.
Robot Boy.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'd have to say Odd. Code Lyoko.
Odd.
Code Lyoko. Yep.
Cool.
Oh shit.
Fanfics Tosterus donates $100.
You already knew.
And Fanfics Toster, whatever. I want to thank everyone who made 5YL come true. It revived my love for Ben 10, did a couple of positive changes in my life, and became an inspiration. I'm excited to see what's in the future for the tank. Thank you.
Yeah, we got stuff coming up. All right, I'm back, baby. Jodamix, 10 euros. Look at that. I learned. Longtime fan since I was 11. Thank you. Thank y'all for creating 5YL. It's been a huge part of my life and an amazing journey. And the finale genuinely got me emotional. Looking forward to y'all's next projects. Thank you. Again, I always love when people can connect with the work we do. I'm glad you got emotional. So thank you. Yeah. Joe's back at it again with the white vans with a $5 donation. So Kuro's first ever Ben 10 episode really resonated with him, huh? He is gray matter. Oh, yeah, that's true. My first episode was A Small Problem, which was a big gray matter episode. So that's absolutely right. Unwanted Ghost, $20. Thank you. Big donation here.
Wow.
Best finale ever. I wish everyone the best of luck. Oh, thank you. Are you interested in reaching out to the Pickled Dill podcast so he can still continue both his What If Kevin Turned Good Early and What If Charmcaster Turned Good series?
I asked that before in another drawing stream.
I'm not sure what we could do about that. I mean, if it's their own project, I think the production of that should be handled by them. If they wanted
to reach out to us.
Yeah. I could do like a voice or something for it, or like maybe some type of contribution. But I think running somebody else's project might be out of our wheelhouse. Luigi again, thank you very much for your donation. Hey Kuro, why didn't Grandpa Max make it into episode 14? You're right. I kept trying to find a spot for him. I figured it wouldn't make sense for him to be at the wedding because he never met Danny. I was thinking about putting him in Cooper's funeral, and you'd see he got the robot arm because the Limax War happened. But we just ran out of time. Like, I remember telling Ryan, I was like, just draw Ben and Lula. If we have time, add more people. But if not, just Ben and Lula is enough. We ran out of time. So Max could have been there. But yeah, it would have been nice. But we had Paul all recorded anyway. So if he was there, he wouldn't speak.
Yeah.
TARDIS Fan Man, $4.99. Thank you. If you can't answer this, have a free $5. Thank you. But do you think Pesky Dust would have been effective against Divinity, or would he just avoid it? No, I think Divinity's too smart for that.
Yeah. Also, he could just like warp the dust away.
Yeah, you could just like blow it out.
Yeah. Yeah. or shut his nose, or get rid of his nose.
Yeah, he just like,
get rid of his nose.
No.
Yeah.
I'll take this last one, then you can start again. Ultimate Kevin Levin, $20. Thank you very much. I met Kuro at Ralph's Rock Diner. Oh shit, that's awesome. Yeah. I had maybe like 3 people come up to me there that actually knew the ink tank, so thank you very much. I think we took the selfie together, right? And we exchanged art. Yup, I made you the swamp fire and you drew me. Oh, do I have... That's in my backpack in my car. Because it was given me with my work stuff. Thank you for an amazing finale. It was an absolute delight blast. Thanks for coming through. Honestly, I love meeting people in person. You know the area. It's the freaking woods out here, so... Aside from Worcester, I guess, in Boston, but, running into ink tank people out here is great. If any of y'all live in Massachusetts, come find me. Come dox me. It's cool. I'm cool with it.
Boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right,
boy.
all you now.
Jabberson donated 20 Canadian dollars. Thank you, eh? Amazing conclusion. One thing I didn't get, though, was the line about the temporal zone is forever tied to divinity, yet he could be transported to a different universe, and they seem to be fine. Could you explain that a little bit more?
What it is, so when divinity melded with the temporal zone, when he became divinity, and allowed himself to automatically be resurrected anytime a version of him died, that's permanent. But of course he has to do that intentionally. And while he's occupied in his mind fighting Vlad, it's putting a halt to that. It's basically like, I keep using guns as a metaphor. I don't know why. Like, I can have a gun, but if you tie my hands behind my back, I can't shoot the gun. But the gun's still there. So it's just, he's restrained. But that opportunity is still there.
Right. Mr. Hyena donated 1,500 isks, thank you, and says, why did you kill of Ben 10? Shouldn't it be impossible to kill Ben in Alien X form? Isn't Alien X all-knowing entity? I can cope with Vlad Ghost form is stronger than Alien X. What's your logic here?
Yeah, so that's one of the things I referred to earlier, and again, I can dive into deeper in the official video. But there's a lot of things set up to making this possible. First of all, Divinity said he studied the Omnitrix for 4,000 years and can bypass the failsafe. We established that ecto energy is, a rule-breaking mechanic that is very heavily rooted in the Danny Phantom show itself. There is logic to support that. Plus, Divinity's Omnitrix being green, it has to constantly be refuting the failsafe. Not to mention, Ben literally lets it happen. He actually says, fine, let's see where this goes. And when he's first doing the big purple eyes, I can remember every timeline thing. There's a couple of frames where you can see the ending of 5YL. You see Clone Vlad and Danny restrained, implying that Ben saw that happen in the future too. So he knew that, like, even without him in the picture, the universe can defend itself. It's not about, like, he quite literally meant they're both replaceable. It's not about Ben versus Divinity. It's about this ideology versus this ideology. And anybody could be anybody. And Ben was willing to literally let himself die because he believed in that so much and knew the cycle would continue without him. So it was more of just to make a point, and there's logic supporting it. But, I mean, it's not like we're just breaking it down to, like, Vlad is stronger than Alien X, and that's the only thing that matters because this is a power scaling series. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do here.
Right.
Yep.
All right. Minty Ice Cream donated $2 and says, why did Ben not turn into goop or upgrade to live?
I mean, he get freaking fried like an egg.
Yeah, and he didn't really see it coming either, did
Yeah.
he? He snuck up on him from behind. You know, no. He of course he wouldn't expect a ghost to supersonic come and Viltrumite him through the stomach. He was kind of preoccupied with something else at the moment. Yep. Stupor Tim donated $5 and says, do you guys have any plans for less or more ambitious comics, whether Ben 10 or not? Also love your vids. Been here since 5YL was only 3 chapters. Wow.
Oh, that's OG.
Yeah. No plans really.
Yeah.
Not yet. More video content than anything, but we're open to coming back to it someday, right?
Yeah, we can do things here and there. I'm sure the inspiration will strike again, but it took 9 years to get here, and we have tons of ideas of other things that we want to do. We want to, dip a toe in here and there. while we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Branching out.
Branching out.
Branch out. K-Ray Chillin donates $5 more. Thank you. And says, so how did the fight where Divinity wins go, leading to future Fenton timeline? What is the future like? Is there any info beyond what Sam said?
Ooh, that's another thing. Like when I was talking earlier about Vlad intentionally transforming back, it's a story beat that I've threaded through 5YL that I didn't want to explain, and I just want to see if people can piece it together. I like to think there's enough information if you really nitpick and listen to lines closely and Easter egg this and that you can kind of assemble what that future is. And I want to give it enough time to see if anybody can fully figure it out. In a year or so, or however long, if people can't, I'll just tell you. But I think that's something I want to put my faith in y'all to see what that future is. What is future Fenton's timeline? Let's have some fun with it. Azuria?
Yeah, donates $10 and says, don't die.
Okay.
I still need you. I can't thank you enough for this series. It has genuinely been such an amazing experience. I can't wait to see what you guys do next. Thank you.
Hey.
Unwanted Ghost says, is it feasibly possible? Oh yeah, it's the same from earlier. If Pickled Dill wants to reach out to us, we are absolutely open to the idea. Young Diversity donated $5 and says, hey guys, been following 5YL since day one, and I'm glad to have followed along all these years. What did Ben's afterlife look like? Black nothingness.
Yeah. It was all of his ex-girlfriends screaming at him.
That's his hell.
Yeah.
Hero for years and years, and he'd get sent to hell because what? He didn't do the right thing.
He ran one too many red lights. And went to hell. Driver safety is a very serious thing in religion.
He kicked a bottle on the street. He wasn't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
To hell forever.
Yeah.
Crazy Spider donated 1,000 clips. Says thank you for the awesome journey, guys. It was a blast. Nope, no problem. Lego D donates $2. Says what drawback did Divinity have being an ultimate? You know how
he doesn't have feet. He's got little stubby feet. Yeah. If you notice, he doesn't actually stand until the final episode. Yeah, he's like barely holding on. But he evolved to a point where he's always floating, but because of that, his feet regressed. He also doesn't have any genitals because he can just create he can just create a human if he wanted to.
I commented in there during the premiere. I was like, "What need hath he for genitals?"
Right?
And that got a couple laughs.
There is justification for it too. I mean, he can grow genitals if he really wanted to, but he doesn't need them to reproduce. So in a purely biological sense, he's evolved past the need for balls.
That's right.
Yep.
Past his, if his doomed Yowie did something else.
Yeah.
went a different way, then maybe. Kenham donated 3 more Aussie bucks. Says love seeing Glacier in the background with Sandra and Carl. Aw, that was a nice touch. Was that a Ryan thing?
That was a Ryan thing. Yeah.
And now I lost my. There it is.
Yep.
Moner B donated $5. Says, what was the thought process for making Ben buff and voiced by Yuri after he got regenerated? It's been great to see how the project grew. We talked about the Yuri part early on. You can skip past to that. But why make Ben buff? And I know the answer, but
it's essentially like, how the fuck does all 3 versions of his future that we see in Classic, UA, and OV be so monstrously jacked when Ben does not have the genes for it, he does not work out, and it does not seem like it's something he's even interested in trying to achieve? This man plays video games and eats chili fries all day. How?
Yeah.
So I was like, Omnitrix shenanigans.
No, that I'll just say, the Omnitrix, when it samples DNA, it creates the apex member of that species.
Yeah.
So that's what it did for Ben when it rejuvenated him. It made him into an apex human, pretty much.
And all he has to do is just keep it up.
Which he won't.
Yeah,
Teacher Louise Diary donated 10 R-Bucks and says, just here to say I absolutely appreciate your work of art. One of those kids from early 2000s grew up loving Ben 10. Y'all made me have a taste of my childhood again. Love you guys.
Hey, we love you too.
Thank you. Fellows 2000s kids. You want to start from TARDIS Fan Man?
Sure.
I got to start thinking about going because we're supposed to go to a party later.
Oh yeah,
but,
yeah. We can try to wrap this up.
Okay.
If it genuinely keeps going, I can continue on by myself. But we can try to.
Right.
Yeah. So TARDIS, thank you again for coming through. You've been here this whole stream with your donations. Really appreciate it. If you thought about it, is Ben looking like he does now mean the aliens are getting towards how they looked in the future, like heat blasts, getting small volcanic vents, and stink flies, physical changes? Yes. In fact, this is an excuse to redesign all the 5YL aliens all over again. Let's do it, Kellen. Start with Wild Blood. No, but it genuinely,
as long as you put the Omnitrix symbol inside the ball this time,
I'll think about it.
All for it.
Jimenez, oh, what's up? Long time no see. Haven't watched the episode yet due to my headspace, but I wanted to say congrats on finishing the final chapter. Thank you all for the amazing work. Well, thank you for being a part of our community for a while. Jimenez was a Discord mod for a while. They helped me with my Alien X video. I hope you do a good job dodging spoilers. So good luck. But when you watch it, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Unwanted Ghost donated $5. You guys don't have to run.
That's a repeat.
Okay. Kana Kamui donates 20. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Kana Kamui. An amazing finale to a phenomenal series. I don't know words. Seeing the beginning and end of the story, witnessing your art skills and the project evolve was an experience. Keep up the spectacular work. Rejuvenated Ben body pillow when. I think that's our next merch opportunity.
I think so.
Can Teespring do pillows?
That's pretty achievable, honestly.
That sounds very positive. I'm sorry. That's actually killing me. That sounds very possible. Oh, I'm out of water. I got seltzer.
Here. I'll go while some monster skeleton donated $5 and says, if Ben kept dying, do you think he'll get bigger than Humongosaur? No, he'll just reset to the same.
His skin will be so freaking tight, you can see his pulse when he blinks because of how ripped he is.
He rips his skin, he's so ripped.
Yeah.
Desert Cans donated 100 Starbucks and says, thank you for making this series. Saw your power scaling video 8 years ago when I was 12. Now I'm proud to say I'm part of this community of artists and fans alike. You have many fans in Saudi. Me and Basil say hi. Hey, hi Basil. How's it going? Or Basil.
Hello.
Yeah, I would love to go to Saudi Arabia one day. There's a lot of interesting stuff to see.
Yeah,
there.
I've seen some beautiful pictures there.
Yeah. Kenham donates 8 Aussie bucks and says Vlad is stronger than Alien X, and that's the only thing that matters because this is a power scaling series. Curly artist 20.
You got me there. All right, I walked right fucking into that one. Thank you, Kenham. I hope your next birthday sucks.
You want to take the last two?
Yeah, sure. JJ Entertainment has been a member for 15 months. Thank you for your extended support. Will you ever bring in Albedo and Dark Danny? Maybe a side story. And is Ben's new body his transition into Ben 10,000? Essentially, yeah. It's why he's so jacked in the future, at least our version. And then we have our final donation, Desert Cons, 25 SARS.
Yeah, I just said Sarbucks.
Sarbucks, thank you. Also quoted Kuro in my senior book. Oh, that's sick. What was it? Keep It Fizzy? I also cosplayed Kevin and made a feedback arm based on the 5YL version. Oh, that's sick. That's awesome.
That's dope.
Tag me in any of that, please, like on Discord or somewhere. I'd love to see that. Show me your senior quote and your cosplay and all of that. The feedback arm. I love seeing people's fan creations. That's awesome. It looks like we're pretty caught up. So I know you're trying to skedaddle. So before we go, do you have any final words you'd like to say? Unless we get a sneak in real quick.
Man, just thank you guys so much for liking what we do. I've said before, this is where my passion lies outside of voice acting. So to see so many people love that is such a privilege. Not many get that. And we're going to continue to do the best with your love that we can. Do our best to surprise you, to keep you engaged, make you cry, make you mad. We will keep doing it even past this series.
Absolutely.
We already have plans. So hope you stick with us and stay green, Beans.
Yes, thank you. And I do want to say, I know there's still going to be tons of questions about the logistics of, what's happened in the series. And I just keep wanting to make it clear, I do have a very elaborate video talking about all the details and nitty gritties on what I'm sure a lot of y'all are wondering. But I appreciate that we were able to have this chill hangout stream just to talk and reminisce in 5YL. And look out for that. I do want to take my time with it. I cannot promise when it's going to come out, but when it does, I hope you're able to get your last little 5YL fill out of it, and then we can do the next Gen 2, second wave Ink Tank. Yeah. Awesome. All right. We did get a.
Would you say Ink Tank? What was it? Dang it! I ruined the joke. What was it called? Was it supposed to be Hero Generation or something?
Ink Tank Hero Generation. Ink Tank. Ink Tank Evolutions.
Evolutions. I like that.
Awesome. We got a quick TARDIS fan man donation.
Yes.
Thank you. Last donation, gotta go. See you next project. Keep it fizzy, like that drink. It is a very fizzy drink. Hope you get a lot of rest now, Kuro. Thank you very much. And on that note, I'll match you. As always, keep it fizzy.